Happy Halloween, my little witches. Today, we're gonna play Halloween style for yoga. I'm Kelly, and our guest teacher today was gonna come help us, but he's feeling a little on the dead side, and well, I'll just let him be a decoration. When we have a yoga class, oftentimes we set an intention. Sometimes our physical bodies need something to slow down or find stretch and space or stop hurting. Sometimes our intention is more mental. We need to slow down, our mind's just racing. And sometimes it's emotional. We just need a little bit more peace and quiet, right? Well, today I invite you, let your intention be that of what you might have been when you were little for Halloween, playful, fun. So let's welcome our bodies seated today. And I'd like for you to tap into your imagination. Macbeth, the witches, come sit around your cauldron. Grab a seat, whatever's comfortable for you. And yes, my magic brew is lemon water. So whether you sit on a block, a blanket, or on the ground, come into a place that feels most comfortable to you and imagine your cauldron here in the center in front of you. Before we work our magic today on the mats, find your seats, find your spine. As you breathe in, let it go nice and long. Now let's take our hands to our knees, or if you'd like to hold your magic spoon, you can. We're going to begin to stir our spine, just spiraling a few times in one direction. It can be as small or as grand as you so want. And if you'd like to think about the magic famous words, toil, toil, boil and trouble, fire burn, cauldron bubble, I don't know, whatever that is, find what feels good to you. Let your fire burn in you, that passion for life, no troubles. Noticing your spirals get a little smaller and smaller until you come into a place of stillness. You can bring your hands to heart center or hand on heart and one on top. No troubles today, no worries. As you breathe in, notice any adult thoughts that are in your mind, to-do lists and projects and responsibilities, and set them aside. And let this be a time for you to enjoy your body and to play. Taking a breath in, breathing out. Bring your hands to heart center, leaving a little space. Set that intention. Breathing in and letting everything else go. Breathing in from the seats, feeling that breath wash all the way up the length of the spine to the crown of the head. And then as you exhale, feel it wash all the way down, back down into the earth. One more breath from roots, all the way to the crown. Feeling the magic of life flow through you. One more big inhale. Reaching your arms all the way up to the sky, opening your arms wide. So grateful for today. And exhale, let your hands come on either side. All right, notice what leg is in front, right? We'll swap that out in a little. Roll your shoulders back and down. Let your palms press down into the ground. Then lift up the palms onto your fingertips and creepy crawl them away like little spiders, away from your body as far as you can. And then press each of your little spider legs down into the ground. As you press down, feel yourself grow long. And exhale, look over your right shoulder and down the length of your right arm. Maybe you stay right here, noticing sensations down the left side of your body, or you let that left arm float ever so slightly. Maybe twisting the palm up or down, just noticing what you feel. If the left hand was floating, Set it down gently. Lift your eyes, coming back through center and over to the left shoulder and down the left arm. Maybe looking beyond that left middle finger. Right fingers can walk and creep a little farther away or floats a few inches. Letting that thumb rotate up towards the sky, palms facing up. And then rotating back down, maybe even behind you. Just noticing what you feel down the right side of your body. And if it was floating gently, let it come back to the surface. Eyes lift to center, all the way up. Reach our arms up to the sky. We're going to create little spider webs with the help of our spider friends, maybe over to the right. Maybe twist all the way, but let the spider webs come all the way to the ground. Press your fingertips down, lift up, and look over your right shoulder. Inhale, come through center, arms lift. Creating spider webs over to the left. Hands float down. The power of the imagination and the mind is wonderful. As you look over your left shoulder, just notice what you feel. Reminding yourself, you can say, I'm healthy, I'm strong, I'm happy. Breathe that in and believe it. Coming back to center, arms extend all the way up. Only one spider web falls down the right side of your body. Walk the spider off to the side. Left arm leans over towards the right. If your hip lifts, set it back down. And then continue to press that hip down as you reach. Taking a breath. Lengthening through the right arm. Begin to twist. Looking over towards the right. Left arm reaches for the sky. Inhale, lift that left arm up. Right arm joins. And now left arm floats down. Reach up. The left little spiders crawl away as you reach over to the left. Maybe your right hip lifts. If so, press it down. Really feeling that line of energy from fingertip to hip. And begin to shift. Looking over towards the right. Pinkies are down towards the ground. Feeling that space all down the right side of the body. And inhale, press all the way up. And hands come down. Creep those fingers behind you and uncross those legs. Let the knees fall to the left and fall to the right. A few times and then cross your ankles the other way. Nice. Your fingers are behind you. Begin to walk them out as far away from your body as you can. Just feeling each finger down into the ground. And as you come to the front of the body, begin to hinge forward, reaching those fingers, creating a little space. Maybe your sits bones want to sink back a little further, until you find you've gone as far as you can. Pausing here, taking a breath or two, feeling the earth beneath you, noticing sensations you feel in the hips, the shoulders, releasing the neck, shaking your head a little side to side, and then walk those little bugs back up to your body. Slowly, shoulders roll up and back and down, and arms lift up once more, feeling the beauty of this day. And hands come to right center. Nice. Let's come on to our hands and knees. It's a nice little table here. Your knees are under hips, your wrists under shoulders, feet are untucked if that feels good to you. As you inhale, drop your belly down, lifting the heart, lifting the eyes, maybe howling a little on the inside. Oh. And exhale. Begin to round through the top of the shoulder blades, tucking your chin, tucking your tailbone like an angry black cat. Yes. Moving with your breath, inhaling, rising and sinking. One more big breath here. And then take your knees wide, send your hips all the way back. Walk your hands out, out, out. Tractioning the spine. Maybe you look ahead or down at the mat. Noticing your spine. Often in Halloween time, there's skeletons everywhere. Let's inhale, rise to tabletop and do some skeleton balance, spinal balance. Take the right toes to the back of the mat, rocking forward and backward. Inhale the right leg up, walk those fingers of the left hand out, pinkies down and lift. Pausing here, feeling the strength, pointing your toes, rotating that ankle. Maybe your fingers cast a little spell in front of you. Feel the strength of your arms and legs. And then exhale, knee to elbow around the spine. Inhale nice and long. And exhale, set it down. We're going to take the left toes off to the side and kickstand them out. Right toes go back again to the back of the mat. Reaching your arms all the way long in front. Maybe they float down towards the ground, feeling that long stretch through the side of the body. Inhale. We're going to lift that right leg up, bending the knee and reach that arm all the way back around. Maybe you find your ankle, pressing your foot into your hand, opening through the shoulder. And then release. Nice long line, arching from toes. Maybe your thumb finds a mat. And then inhale, come back to table. Reset your spine, my little witches. Reaching up, howling at the moon and exhaling, little black angry cat. Left toes to the back of the mat, rocking back and forth, feeling your ankles, letting that feel good to you. And then walking that right arm out and lift again, spinal balance, skeleton balance. In your imagination, see the bones that are supporting you. And now wrap the muscles around those bones, rotating ankles, wiggling fingers, feeling the strength of your core. Breathe in, grow long, and exhale, knee to elbow around the spine. Inhale long. And exhale, set it down. This time, kick the right foot off to the side as a kickstand. The left foot goes back once more. Walk those left fingers out and reach. Nice long space here. Inhale, lift. Lifting that left leg up. Bend the knee. Find the ankle. Press that foot into your hand, opening across the left shoulder. Finding what feels good in your neck. Extend, set those toes down, create a nice long arch. Maybe your thumbs find the mat. If not, that's okay. And then come back once more. Beautiful, reset that spine. We're gonna walk the knees back just a little and begin to send the hands forward, bringing the heart towards the ground. Now, why do we do Halloween as children? To get candy, of course. This in yoga is called puppy pose or melting heart pose, but today we call it melting chocolate pose. Feeling the heart towards the ground, maybe your chin supports, feeling openness through the shoulders. Take a breath. Begin to walk the fingers back towards you. Coming up onto high knees, tucking your toes. We're gonna walk our hands up, reaching arms all the way up. And then take the left hand to the back of the hip, fingers pointing down, and right arm back behind. The sacrum on the right side, fingers pointing down. As you press your hips forward, feel the heart lifting upward. Each of us, I'm sure, has a little werewolf inside of us waiting to come out every full moon. Take a big breath in and howl. Howl. Begin to lift up, send those hips all the way back. Walk your hands out, coming into child. Your knees can be wide, elbows off to the side, letting your forehead rest to the ground. Maybe you rock side to side. Ironing out wrinkles and worry across the forehead. Taking a big breath here. Open mouth, exhale. As we shift forward, coming all the way onto our belly. Arms extend out long, toes on the ground. Inhale the right leg up, or right arm up, left leg up, and exhale down. Other side, inhale the left arm up, right leg up, and set it down. You like to lift both legs off the ground and begin to float those hands off, maybe the cactus off to the side, heart shines forward. And exhale, set it down. Create a pillow for your head with your hands. Bend your knees, windshield wiper side to side. Keep those knees bent. We're going to reach arms back behind. This is Salambhasana, which means locust. Today we become a dead rolling bug on the ground. Begin to roll on your left side. And then over to the right. Playing, my friends, playing, but feeling good, finding space in our body we forgot we had. And coming back, set those knees down, press yourself up into table, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Taking time here is to feel good in your body. Inhale the right leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. As you look through your hands, you're going to step that right foot all the way through, coming into high crescent lunge. So the back heel stays lifted, right knee over right ankle. Inhale, arms lift all the way up. Lengthen and sink. Maybe hold on to opposite elbows. Inhale, lengthen and sink. Take one more arm variation, maybe behind you in reverse prayer hands. Inhale, lengthen through the right leg. And exhale, sink. Release those arms, lift them forward. Lengthen through the right leg once more. We're going to hinge forward and hands come down to the mat. If you have blocks, you can place them there. But hop that left foot in a few times, placing the heel down, coming into pyramid. Now this may be tricky with my little witch cape here, but send your right hip back. Left hip forward, playing with that space. But we know in pyramids, who plays in the pyramids? Why, mummies, of course. Shake your head. Begin to walk your hands forward till that left leg lifts, the little standing splits. As you exhale, look back behind you and toes are pointing down to the ground. Take a breath here. Begin to bend the right knee, sending the left knee behind for a little teeny tiny pumpkin. Kundalini descent. Inhale, send it up. One more time, teeny tiny little jack-o'-lantern. Last time up. Bend the right knee, send that left foot all the way back. Inhale, rise up. Hands come down and let's step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll to plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, high little push up everything to the ground, untuck your toes, hands under your shoulders. Inhale, low cobra, scary snake. Hands reaching back, feeling the shoulder blades engaged. Exhale, down. Inhale, press yourself up, tuck your toes, finding yourself once more, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Looking through your hands, let's step that foot through. Hop the back and rising up, high crescent lunge, second side. So the knee is bent, trekking over that ankle, arms extend. Inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, maybe cactus the arms. Inhale, lengthen. Then the elbows behind you. Inhale, lengthen. Bring the arms behind you, holding on to opposite elbows. Sink once more. Inhale, find strength in that left leg. Hinge forward and hands come down to pyramid. Hopping that back foot in, setting the heel down. Releasing your neck. Begin to walk the hands forward to the right toes floats. Looking back, you see your toes pointing down towards the ground. Shaking your head, finding a little space. Exhale, the left knee bends, the right knee comes behind it. Inhale up. Exhale, teeny tiny little jack-o'-lantern. One more time up, pause. Softly bend that left knee, set the right foot all the way down, rising up. And exhale, hands come down, step back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, roll to plank, pause. Let the heels fall to the left, right arm floats. Maybe it feels good to lift that right leg up. Hand comes down, right. Heels fall to the right, left arm floats. Maybe so does the left leg. Exhale, hands come down, inhale, shift forward. Exhale, high to low push-up or hover. Inhale, low cobra, high cobra, or upward facing dog. Take that last sip of air and make your way to downward facing dog. Send the right leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Rotate that ankle round and round. Exhale, shift forward, knee to chest. Cheetah pose. Inhale, send it all the way up. Exhale, knee to outside elbow. And send it up. Crossing the body all the way over. Extend that leg long. Lifting up a little fallen angel. The leg finds the sky once more. Look through. Step that foot all the way through. Replace the heel where the toes used to be on that back foot and rise up. Virabhadrasana 1. Warrior 1. Tracking your knee over ankle. Finding the strength through that back leg. Hip points are mostly facing forward. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, cactus those arms as you shift that shin forward. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, sink. Finding strength in the legs and the arms. And exhale, sink. Pausing here. Right arm comes forward. Left arm crosses over. Curl those arms around and send those elbows away and up, up, up. And exhale, humble eagle warrior. Inhale all the way up. Uncurl those arms. Lengthen through that front leg and again, sink in. Cactus those arms. Interlace those fingers behind you. Send them down that back leg. And exhale, humble warrior. Letting those knuckles reach up off the back. And slowly rise up. Lift that back heel. And exhale, hands come down, step back. Go through your vinyasa flow as feels best for you. Knees down is always an option, but connect with your breath. That's the magic of yoga. Taking a moment to see how your body feels. Inhale the left leg up, three-legged dog. Rotate that ankle round and round. And then exhale, shift forward, knee to chest. Inhale, send it up. Exhale, knee to outside elbow. Send it up. Exhale, knee to outside, across the body. Extend that leg long, drop that back heel down. Nice little fallen triangle. Send that leg up. And look through your hands. Prepare and step that foot all the way through. Placing that heel down and rising up. Warrior 1. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, cactus. Breathing in as you rise and exhaling as you feel the ground beneath you. One more time, lift. And exhale, pause. Left arm comes out, right arm crosses. Curl those arms around, sending the elbows away and lifting up like smoke. Lifting up from a nice little magic spell you've created in your cauldron. And exhale, humble eagle. Inhale, lift, unfurl your wings, lengthen through that front leg, and again, sink down, cactus those arms off to the side, feeling your shoulder blades. And release those fingers, send it all the way down that back leg. Big breath in, and exhale, humble warrior. Inhale, lift. Lifting that back heel, lifting those arms, taking a big breath in, and exhale, hands come down, step back. If you'd like to take the option to skip your vinyasa flow, you may always take that. It's your right, always. Otherwise, join me. Each movement has its own breath. Make them full and complete expressions. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, back bend of choice. And exhale, downward facing dog. Looking at your hands, you can tiptoe or you can hop like a little frog, because every witch needs a little frog, right? Bend your knees, looking ahead, and hop, ribbit. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, holding on to the backs of your legs. Releasing your neck. Maybe feeling up the backs of your thighs or down the length of your calves. Gently bend the knee, arms outstretched, root to rise all the way up. Little microphone at the top. And exhale, hands to heart center. Let me turn this way just so you can see me a little better. Begin to bring your toes together, knees together, hips apart slightly. And if in the spirit of Halloween, you want to grab your witch's broomstick and hop on, Utkatasana. You can hold on, you fly up through the sky, swirling and flying. This is chair pose, fierce pose. Pause, let go of your handle, inhale all the way up, microphone at the top. And exhale, sink back down, hands come to heart center. We're gonna twist, left elbow to right thigh, breath in, and exhale, twist. If your left knee shot forward, send it back. Right hand presses down, and then expanding, deepening that twist. Hands to heart center, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend, arms outstretched, root to rise, microphone at the top. And exhale, sink back down. Did you forget your intention? Or are you having fun? Good, I am too. We're gonna take the right elbow to the outside of the left thigh. Take a breath here. And twist. Checking that right knee, bringing it back, pressing that left hand down, and then expanding. As we expand our awareness to all the edges of our being and the spaces in our heart. Exhale, hands to heart center, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Hands come to the ground. Step your foot all the way back. Downward facing dog. Walking your hands back to the back of your mat. Curling up or sweeping those arms off to the side. Zombies, my friends. We're gonna take a nice long playful walk from this end of the mat to that. And they say that the playful path is the shortest path to happiness. So let's be playful. And you can be a zombie. What's a zombie look like? Well, they're kind of ugly. You're gorgeous. Let's let our arms lifting up from the wrists. Slow motion. Come on to the left leg, lifting the right. Extend that right leg long. Flex the toes. Set the heel down. Notice it's just an inch or 2 or 3. We're gonna roll slowly. Don't set that front toes down, but lift the back heel, finding that strength through the back leg. Nice, right? Let's do that again. Lifting the left leg. You can rotate that ankle round, extend out, and then set it down. Slow motion. This is the magic of this zombie walk. It's finding the strength in that ankle, the calf, all the little stabilizer muscles in your foot. Nice. Continue 2 more times till you get to the front of your mat. And if you want to have more fun, breathe in, I eat, and exhale out, brains. I eat brains. Last one. Setting that heel down. Rotate. Nice. Inhale your arms all the way up, big breath in. And exhale, bow through heart center, forward fold, Uttanasana. Staying here for a moment. You can widen your stance, hold on to opposite elbows, just swaying side to side. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, arms outstretched, root to rise all the way to the top. And exhaling, inside center. Stepping onto the long edge of your mat, the little goddess pose. Big 5-pointed star and exhale, knees off to the side as you bend down. Temple pose too. Inhale, lengthen, lift the heel. Sink down, bend the elbows, pause. Maybe you pulse a few times. Do it one more time. Inhale, lengthen everything. Lift those heels and sink down. Can you sink a little lower? Maybe your hands come to your heart center. Little Skandasana as we shift back and forth. Shift to one side, lift the opposite toes. Shift. Shift. Come a little lower. Coming a little lower. We can find strength and flexibility. We don't stop playing because we become old. We become old because we stop playing. So have fun, my love. One more time. Hands come to the ground. Lengthen through your legs. Let your toes come forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Placing the right hand down, left arm floats. Little twist. And exhale down, shift, twist. And exhale. Maybe the heels come in, bend the knees, arms lift all the way up, big breath in. Toes pivot to the left, heels come to the right, warrior 2. Left arm, flips, right arm down, lift up, touch the moon, and reach behind you, reversing your warrior. Inhale, lift. Elbow comes to thigh, right arm floats. Sweep that arm around, extended side angle, sinking a little lower. Extend that arm long, press into that front leg, lifting all the way up, hold that full moon. Release it into the sky, right arm floats down, reaching, reversing your triangle. As you inhale, lift. Send the right hip back. Maybe your hand stays here on your hip, reaching forward. We're gonna hop that right foot in, coming into a half moon. If you have a block, you can use a block. Let those toes hover, feeling the strength of that back leg. Softly bend the left knee, set the right arm down, foot down, and arms lift. Pivot, pivot, kick the heel back, finding yourself in warrior two. Second side. Flip the palm, inhale up, and exhale, reach behind you. Inhale up, and forearm to thigh, open the ribs, arms lift. Sweep it around, bicep by ear, sinking a little lower. Send that bottom arm long, again, hold that full moon, inhale, lift. Lengthen through that right leg. Release the moon, left arm floats back as you reach back behind you. Inhale up, left hip goes this way, right arm reaches forward and down. Gonna hop that back foot in, coming into half moon, flexing that foot. Gently bend the knee, set that foot down, arms lift all the way up, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. Coming in nice. Nothing so scary like a spooky forest. Let's come into our tree. Left hand to left hip, keep it strong. How does your spooky tree look? Find your roots. And when you're ready, become that creepy tree. I just thought those trees in Snow White were so scary. Inhale, bringing that knee to center, lifting up, crossing the ankle over the knee, sinking down, standing figure four. Flex that foot, protect the knee. Inhale, lengthen, and set it down. Find your roots, find a strong standing leg. When you're ready, become that creepy, spooky forest. Knee comes to center, hands come back to heart, lifting that leg, crossing it over, sinking down. Inhale, lengthen, and set that foot down. Placing yourself so you can see the long edge of your mat, arms extend up and hinge forward, hallowing all the way down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale down, walk your hands out. Let's take a vinyasa float. That feels good to you. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, high to low. Inhale, low cobra, high cobra, or upward facing dog. Take that last step of air and make your way to downward facing dog. We're gonna hop ourselves to the front of our mats. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms outstretched. Micro into the top. And exhale, hands to heart center. So I'm gonna face you so you can see. We're gonna come into black crow, the raven, otherwise known as malasana, squat first. So maybe your feet come a little wider than your hips, toes out, and sink down. Take some time as you need. We're gonna bring our triceps down by our knees. Begin to press your knees in as you push your arms away. Okay, so you can stay right here and enjoy that opening through the hip, or join me, my little ravens. Hands come down. We're gonna lift up on our toes, and it's very common when I look right beneath your face. Come out about 6 to 12 inches in front of your hands. Begin to lift up on your toes. We're gonna shift forward until you feel like your toes could lift up. Now press those knees into your triceps. And set it down. You'd like to become the flying crow. You didn't know you could fly. Witches fly on broomsticks. This is a broomstick-free attempt at flying. So come into your crow. And then bend the elbows and press. Just play with that. Do it again if that feels good. Nice. Lengthen through your legs. And this will be our last vinyasa. Flow if you'd like to take it. Walk those hands out or those feet back. Inhale, shift to plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, down. Inhale the right leg up to the sky. Rotate that ankle, bend the knee and open the hip, drawing big hip circles with one leg and the other way. Lengthen, shift forward and bring that leg forward, setting the ankle down, coming into pigeon. Just send that right leg back, coming down. Maybe prayer hands feels good. Maybe you want to create a little pillow with your hands. Begin to press yourself up. Tuck the back toe, lift the right leg up, and then set it down. Left leg lifts, find space in the ankle, then bend the knee, find space in the hips. Lengthen, and then set that knee down, bringing the back leg back. And we can try and do what our little friend, the skeleton, had attempted, reaching back, finding, and set it down. Take a big breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Begin to press yourself up. Tuck that back toe, lift the back knee. Stepping once more into downward facing dog. Roll forward, set the knees down, and then set your bottom down. Feet come nice and long in front. We have the walking dead, but we're going to do the seated dead. Finding those sits bones. This is Dandasana. Softness in the knees, arms extend out, and let those fingers roll down to the ground. Rotate those palms. Let the fingers reach up, and then open, fingers reach down. Curl your fingers in, finding space in your wrists. Inhale the arms up and hinge forward. Softness in the knees, and then fold over. Whatever you hold on to, just allow yourself to give yourself a little hug. Sometimes fun can be a lot of hard work, and you've done a lot of hard work today. Inhale, slowly roll up. Bending those knees, elbows off to the knees off to the side, feet touching. When we're little, we may not have wanted to be scary creatures, but rather little magical fairies. So let those fairy wings fly. Sitting super tall. Let your ear fall to your shoulder. Slowly let your chin drop to center. And then over to the other side. And back down. Slowly rolling all the way up. Bring those knees together and send one leg long, other leg long, scooching up so you know you have room to roll onto your back. Coming into Navasana, boat pose. Not that anybody's dying today, but as we cross into that river, there's a boat, right? It takes us where we end up. Become that boat. Lifting the legs higher. If you want to take it further, see if you can draw the costume you're going to be for Halloween. Hug your knees in and roll all the way down on your back. Rocking side to side. Sending the legs all the way up the wall. Softly bend your knees. Rotate your ankles. Send your legs up, your arms up, and become a dead bug. Shake, 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 shake. Nothing's scarier than a bug on the ground, right? Hug everything in. And set the feet down, palms down. We're gonna raise the dead hips and press your feet, lifting our hips up, rolling up through the spine, tucking our chin, squeezing those glutes, and pausing there for a few times. Maybe it feels better to roll your shoulder blades a little closer together, interlace those fingers and press the knuckles down. Release the hands if they were held and set everything down, hugging it back in. And set your feet down as wide as a mat and windshield up your legs. The knees fall to the left as you look to the right. And the knees fall to the right as you look to the left. Coming back to center, we're gonna place our feet underneath our sits bones, pressing into the ground to lift our hips up just an inch or two. Set them over to the right an inch or two, and then set them down. Extending the left leg long. We're gonna cross that knee over the leg. Twisting our knees to the left as we look off to the right. Gently come back to center. Pressing those feet down to the ground to lift your hips up, not just to center, but over to the left, just an inch or two, setting hips down. Right leg goes long, left leg crosses over. Looking over your left shoulder. Coming back to center, hugging everything in. Rocking side to side, taking the tops of your knees, rolling them in a circle in one direction. Again, if that cauldron comes to mind, stir your knees. Eye of newts. What else do we have? Or, I don't know. I need to work on my magic spells. I don't want to hurt the poor newt, so we'll just put some cinnamon and nutmeg, maybe a little pumpkin. Create some pumpkin bread, right? A little gluten-free flour. And stevia, no sugar. We'll get enough of that with our candy. Press those heels up into the sky. Point your toes, rotate your ankles round and round. And then hug it in once more. Giving yourself a hug and say, thanks for being a little kid today. This was a lot of fun. I needed to forget how to be a grown-up and just play. Send those legs long, arms overhead, full body stretch. And then you decide how you would like to enjoy Shavasana today. Excuse me, my music was a little loud. So sitting back on your mat, however you like. Some options you can take for corpse pose, which is what Shavasana really is. You can take your feet as wide to the corners of your mat, letting the feet fall off to the side. You can let your shoulder blades roll a little closer together, palms facing up on either side of your body. Or if this doesn't feel good, bend your knees. Take your feet as wide as your mat and let your knees touch. You can place one hand on your belly or both on the lowest ribs. Wherever you are, take a big breath in. Feel the blanket of gravity resting upon you as you breathe out. Allowing all the muscles around the head to soften. Your eyes to melt back into their eye sockets. Open your mouth really wide. And then bring just your lips to touch gently. And swallow. Noticing that your whole head is relaxed. And now your throat and your neck relax. Your shoulders are heavy. Your arms are heavy. As you breathe out, you feel slowly down the length of your spine, everything begin to relax. To your hips, down the length of your legs. A quiet body, a quiet mind. Allow yourself permission to die to this world and just rest. Shavasana. Gently bring your awareness to this room. If you would have allowed yourself to sink down into the earth. Allow each breath to be as though you're lifting yourself up back to the surface. Allowing your breath to grow a little deeper, inviting movements into your fingers and toes. Maybe bending the knees if they were straight or straightening them if they were bent. Reaching your arms overhead, full body stretch. And then curl up onto your favorite side, allowing your lower arm to be as a pillow for your head. Noticing how good it feels when we play and move and breathe. And how grateful we are for that opportunity. Extending your top leg long, pressing yourself back up into a seat. Coming back into easy seat. Letting your hands rest wherever it feels best to you. Just noticing the magic of our body, feeling tingles, sparkles, vibrations. Even feeling the space just around the outside of our body. Bringing your hands to heart center, bowing your head. Go forward in life with a twinkle in your eye, a smile on your face, but with great and strong purpose in your heart. And most of all, have fun. Namaste. I don't know about you, but I had a lot of fun. I hope you have little fun friends that you can go trick-or-treating with. Hope you find some delicious witchy brews to enjoy. And if you hate pumpkin, don't eat it. Have a wonderful rest of your day. If you have any questions or want to reach out, please do. And I'll see you next time. Namaste. And we all say, like the ghost, woo. Namaste.